used to cherish Christmas. It was a happy time of my life. I just loved it. But as time has gone by, Christmas means something different to me. It's more of a melancholy time and makes me miss my friends and my family who have passed. So I've decided to thin out a bit. And one of the ways I plan on doing that is by ridding myself of some of my mother's ornaments. I used to collect Christmas ornaments. I had hundreds and hundreds, really. I used to put up 3 and 4 trees around my house. But when my mother died, and then my husband died, and my good friends have passed, it's just me. And it just makes me sad to bring out all these things that remind me of another time. And this is not meant to be a bummer video, not at all. I just wanted to take this opportunity to actually share that love of Christmas with you, someone who may get more joy out of these things. And that's really what I want, is to share these with you, and hopefully you can find joy in them. Now, the ones that I'm showing you here today are all made by an artist named Debbie Tybalt. And she makes sculptures and other things. But for a very short period of time, she made these wonderful glass ornaments that were made in Germany based on old candy molds. And they're just lovely. They're charming, they have an old world appeal, and they're rare. If you just do a search for, here, I'll put it on the screen. So I had, as I stated, hundreds of ornaments. Christopher Radko, Patricia Breen, what's his name? There's another one. And these. And, well, even that garland there is a mirror glass, or that's not what it's, I'm just blanking out here. Anyway, it is a mouth-blown glass ball garland, and I have a couple dozen of these. I was really into the ornamental side of Christmas. But it was magical. My home life was very sad, and I've talked about that before, and we don't need to talk about it further. But at Christmas time, even my grumpy old father became a little nicer, and that time of the year meant something to me. And in many ways it still does, but it's different. And I still love Christmas. I will still celebrate it. I will still decorate a bit. But I want to pass on some of these treasures to people that I hope will appreciate them. So what I'm going to do is, in every video, including the one I uploaded yesterday, the Golden Decadence, in each of the videos I'm going to put a secret word. And yesterday's was near the end of the video, but it may be anywhere in a particular video. And when you see the word, it'll all be in uppercase and rather large text on the screen. Write that down, because I'm going to be giving many of these away. And I'm just so happy about that. Please understand, this is a joyous thing to me. These are rather pricey, but I don't want to sell them. I would like to give these to a good home. Now, one thing I will tell you, they're not all Christmas oriented. Some are Halloween, some are spring, some are, I think there's some 4th of July ones as well. It's really all over the place. But that makes them fun. And what I'm showing you here is I'm just going through about 12 boxes. I have many more, but this was just a start. For instance, this one, she's called the Queen of Halloween, or Halloween Queen, excuse me. And I just love it. See her little pointed nose? This is all mouth-blown glass. It just amazes me what artists can do. And would I love to dip these in silicone and make some soap molds? Sure, but it would probably ruin these. These are hand painted and I wouldn't treat them that poorly. But I do love them. And I hope you find some joy in these as well. And please don't be depressed by this. Don't think, oh, poor Patrick. I don't feel that way. I've kind of got over that over the years. And anyway, let's move forward. So throughout this video, I'm just opening up the boxes and showing you, like I said, about 12 of them. And just to give you an idea of what they are, if this is something you're interested in, well then join the contest. Write down these words because you're going to need them, and I'll give more details in the days that come. And here's one of those words. Write it down. So that's how they'll come up. I will scatter them throughout videos over the next few days and then give away some prizes. Now, what I'm also going to be doing is on my grab bags in my Etsy store, for everyone that buys a grab bag, they will also get a free Christmas ornament. That's right. So if you're interested in trying the soap and you want to get one of the grab bags, you will get a lot of great soaps and you'll also get a free Christmas ornament. Pretty awesome, huh? Now, it may not be one of these. I've got so many here, but it'll be a great ornament that I think you'll really enjoy. Anyway, aren't they precious? My mother so loved these. This was her thing, the Debbie Tabalt ones. She just loved these, and I can see why. The ones that I liked were the Christopher Radkos that were really shiny and Christmassy. And, you know, we all have our different tastes. And I love these now. And I really think that they're a lot of fun. If you'll see, it's a boy and his teddy bear riding a pig. Not something you see on every tree, so that would make your tree rather unique, wouldn't it? So, as you can see, this is going to be a bit longer video than I normally have because I'm taking the time to show these to you. And here we have Uncle Sam riding a donkey, and I don't know if that's making any political statement. I don't know if it means the same thing as the Democratic Party. I don't know. But I just think it's a cute little ornament. My mother was very apolitical. She just bought what she loved. Actually, I have a lot of elephants in my home too. That's a whole nother story. And with all this happy stuff, I guess it's a good time to share a story with you as well. Why Christmas lost a lot of its luster. My partner and I were together 20 years, and they were 20 very happy years. And one day, he got a cough. He went to the doctor, went to many doctors, and some diagnosed him with the flu. He was later diagnosed with asthma. The cough continued. He went to another doctor who stated he had bronchitis, and this went on for nearly 2 years. And then, I'm sorry, I don't talk about this very often. On January the 15th of... I am so sorry, I just need to take a drink. Okay, on January 15th, many years ago, not so many, but anyway, he went to another doctor, and keep in mind, he went to doctors all the time. He had chronic scoliosis, he was quite deformed, and had a lot of surgeries, and I was his primary caregiver, so him going to the doctor was nothing unusual. But on this particular time, he went to the doctor with the cough. The doctor did an x-ray, and this was January 14th, and this doctor saw a dark spot on his lungs. The very next day, he saw an oncologist. He was diagnosed with small cell lung cancer. And 2 weeks later, on January 31st, he walked into the bathroom and he bled to death. And I can't go much further into it than that, but it was the most traumatic events in my life. And that previous Christmas he'd spent in the hospital as well. And actually the previous Thanksgiving he'd been in the hospital. I actually cooked him a Thanksgiving dinner and took it to him. So after that, his family, who were the only family that I really had here, rather, they abandoned me. They would no longer communicate with me. And that whole relationship kind of went down the toilet, so to speak. And I had spent years throwing Christmas parties where we would have dozens of people in the house, and I'd bring out the china, and I would cook for days, and it was just wonderful. And I loved doing that. And it all ended, well, after my mother died, her family kind of fell away. And then when he died, his family fell away. And then it was just me. So you can see why Christmas and the celebrations just don't have the same joy they used to have. And yeah, so I'm so sorry. Here I'm talking about Christmas and showing you beautiful ornaments, and I'm telling you this depressing story. I just felt you deserved a true explanation, because I've kind of talked about this stuff a little bit, but not really gone into deep detail in the past. And so now I have. And I know some people will leave the channel because I've exposed a bit more about my personal life that I understand. Some people may have religious or political reasons for not wanting to hear this, and I get that. I do. I may not understand it, but that's life, right? But okay, I've got to change my mindset here. So anyway, I love these. And oh, this one, she's got a little birthday cake with a candle. All this in glass. Just wonderful. This piece here is a Christopher Radko. It's a tree topper. It's huge. It really is. It's just, but it's not a tree topper, actually. It's a big reflector and a Santa. It used to be a tree topper. It did. And the base broke. So I glued on a clip to make it a clip-on ornament. And now that's what it is. And it's just beautiful. All this is blown glass, and it's just beautiful on the tree when the Christmas lights are hitting it. This will be the last piece I probably get rid of because there's some sentiment. It was a gift. I want to now show you my mother's favorite ornament. And it is actually probably the one I treasure the most. But it's also the one that I know someone will really love, and hopefully someone that can appreciate it. It is, now it's made by a different artist named Patricia Breen, and it's the most gorgeous little African American angel. My mother loved this. I don't know, it's just sweet. And she's got on her little gold shoes, she's holding her Bible, and the wings are just exquisite, I think. And the colors are sort of this mauve pink and silvers and golds. And see her little gold shoes? I think she's just precious. And again, I think someone could really give this a great home. Anyway, I thank you all. Goodbye.